Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
What's up, guys? First ever Let's Talk with JC show. This is my boy, Daniel Trent Walker.
What's up, guys?
Let's get into it. I'm excited. Very excited.
Really?
Like, oh, God, yes.
Awesome.
My boy Trent here is a G.I. Joe. Honest to God. I'm going to brag about you a little bit,
Stop
dude.
saying that.
Dude, I'm going to brag about you a little bit, man. I'm going to get on your dick for just a second, man. Marine, fighting for our country, right now stationed out in
29 Palms.
29 Palms, California.
Yeah.
For you creepers or ladies that
No.
fight. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You are in a very serious relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very happy for
Don't
you.
forget that.
Sorry. Anyway, dude, I gotta know. Start it off, man, with a good story, man. Tell me about boot camp. That's what I want to know. Boot camp, the shit that goes on in boot camp. Please tell me.
Boot camp was different, especially if you've never lived outside of your house before.
All right.
Like, ever. That's the most I've ever spent home was like, out of home was like a week. That's it.
Did you meet cool people and shit?
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Had a friend from England. That's probably my favorite friend.
Give him a shout out.
It's pretty cool.
I hope you watch the show, man.
Holland. I want
Holland.
to tag you in this.
Tag him in this. That'd be sweet.
Oh.
Dude, what about the showers, man? What
Showers,
was that like?
gosh, the showers. Showers are interesting.
Sorry to be weird. I know, but
Pretty, yeah.
you got a story from the showers? I'm sure something had to happen in the showers.
I do have a story from the showers.
Please, give it to us, man.
It was really disturbing, actually. Sometimes it still haunts me to this day. Well,
Full detail. What happened, man?
so this guy from New York. He's about 212-pound black man.
Oh, yes.
He's pretty big, pretty cut. Man, he was big, but he was probably gay. He's probably gay.
Gay guys need loving too.
Oh,
Anything
man.
happen? This is getting really good, dude. Gay guy in the shower with you?
Well, first, no, it wasn't that first. First, we made friends. Like, I didn't really. It was pretty cool, and we're just kind of looking to talk to like whoever when you have a little bit of free time, and then we just kind of started being friends. He's pretty nice, but wasn't it nice I don't know.
He's trying to fill you out. Was he trying to fill you out?
Like an autism kid.
Was he trying to fill you
No,
out?
it's like being friends with an autistic kid.
It was like being friends with an autistic kid.
Yeah, he had trouble tying his shoes sometimes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty cool and everything.
Okay, so you saw him in the shower.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm very excited.
No, wait.
I gotta hear about
He
this.
saw me in the shower.
All right.
It was towards the end where we had more time to shower. Like, I actually had the time to like shave and then shower and rinse off and dry off all the way.
And you're timed, aren't you? Like you have 5 minutes to do all this.
5 minutes.
To shave, shower, use the restroom, brush your teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and then what? Bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. And that, you have 5 minutes.
That's before free time.
Okay. All right, keep going.
We
Sorry,
shave
this is
at
all
night.
new to me.
We shave at night and we shave in the morning.
You shave twice a day? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We went to sleep. It was I think it was around 5 minutes. First it was 300 seconds.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so did anything happen in the shower with this dude?
So I made friends with this guy. He's I could tell from the start he's a little bit different. I kind of started avoiding him when he followed me to shave or something like that. But he actually came in the shower, saw me, and there's a shower head open beside me. And he stood there and grabbed his little dial soap thing, looked up. I'm gonna get the outline. Can you see the outline good?
Yeah.
Sick soap.
And just started pouring on himself
He's lathering it.
Like he was like a dick,
Yeah.
shooting out shit.
Gosh.
Was it like that? Was he just?
It was pretty creepy. I was just
What's this dude's name?
I walked out and got drowned. His name is West.
Wes, if you watch this show, man, you gotta defend yourself. You need to Twitter me or something like that. Or come on, in fact, man. Always won't have any guest on here. But, anyway, dude, that's really interesting, man.
Yeah, bro. But, boot camp's not cool and everything. But how about you? How's the college life in the dorm?
Wow. Well, as you can see, I'm doing a shitty show in it. I'm sorry for the range of really shitty posters in the background. I'm sure somebody's already hated on them. But as show goes on, I will have more posters up to make it look a little better. They're not shitty posters. It's just that they're arranged in a very crappy way on the wall, as you can see. 5
Not
posters.
covered in line.
Yeah. So, but I will have better posters as time goes on. I'm sure people are like gonna trash me about that, how cheap it looks. Yes, living here at Darton College is, at first it was very exciting, bro. Very, very exciting.
At first?
Yes, at first. Now it's kind of like, okay, I've had my fun. Now I just want to, do this shit all the time and talk to people. But when I first showed up here, and I feel really sorry to say this, I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed because if anybody knows me, they know that I kind of have your reputation, and I feel so sorry for my future
My mom
life.
said that earlier.
Your mom said I have a reputation?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious? A good one?
No.
Ew. That's awful when a
It's
parent
so
said,
funny.
did you tell her you're going to be doing this podcast with me?
I told her that. No, I didn't tell her that. I just told her I was going to hang out with you and stay at your house.
Not a podcast yet, excuse me, this filmed interview. That's horrible. What'd she say? Did she say that?
No, that's what she just said. You're going to have a bad puppy that you have a good reputation.
Oh.
I was like, how'd you know that? She's like, it's Dawson.
Some parents like me, though. Some parents really freaking hate my guts, and some parents really like me. It's tough. It's tough. Anyway, when I first got here, I was probably nabbing about 6 girls a week, to tell you the truth. And I'm very embarrassed by that, and I apologize,
Wow.
Annie. 6 girls a week. I remember at one point, I had 3 different Jamies at one point. 3
You
different
just
Jamies.
apologized to Annie.
Yeah, I just apologized. Yeah, I had to apologize to my girlfriend because, yeah. But I told her I'd be talking about the past. I told her I may get asked a question occasionally, or I may bring it up. So it's really nothing to really. I don't have an STD. I don't have an
Were you
STD.
dating her at the time?
Annie?
Yeah, when you first got here?
No. No, when I first got here, I didn't know her. I was here a summer before I met her.
Oh, okay.
So, but no, I don't have.
Well, that makes it better.
I don't have an STD, despite what people may say about me.
Really?
Yes, and I have not slept with over 100 people. Believe that or not, slept with half of 100 people, which is embarrassing. Which it really is gross. It really is. It truly is pretty damn gross. But yeah.
Wow.
Any other questions? Yeah.
What about what are some past experiences in the dorm life? Have you had anything crazy happen in the dorm?
Crazy
Like
Well, the
parties or I
God,
don't know.
I feel so sorry for kids.
Put the
I
toaster on the
feel
floor and then
honestly,
slide
God,
over it.
I feel so sorry for the kids that come here that think that they go to parties that are so badass. If you really go to a badass party, go to Valdosta State maybe, or Georgia, Athens,
Not here.
University of Florida. Go somewhere exciting. Don't go down the street
I never
to
really
College
been to one.
Park where the fucking parties get ramsacked by the cops within 20 minutes of happening.
Does that happen to you before?
Stupid. I went to 2 College Park parties last year that I can think of, and they both got shut down by the cops, which is just fucking stupid to begin with. And of course, I was like, I can't be here because one day I'm gonna get arrested, and people are gonna say that I bought the alcohol for everybody. I don't need that on my shit because I want to be able to come and talk to myself all week on the computer. But no, man, nothing really crazy. The craziest thing that's probably happened to me in my college life that I can think of, that's, you mean sexually or just party wise or just an experience?
Both, man, both. Sexually and just drinking or whatever.
Sexually, do you remember when LeBron James announced he was going to go to the Miami Heat?
No, I don't really watch that.
Okay, well, alright. I do like sports. When LeBron James was deciding he was going to go to Chicago, New York, Miami, or stay in Cleveland, I remember at the time I was dating this one chick, and I was like, man, will you lick my butt while I watch this? And dude, she just licked my butt for an hour straight. Just licked my butt. And I was like, that's ridiculous. I was like, man, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to watch LeBron James, pick where he wants to go, and this chick's licking my butt. It got to a point where, what, man? This really happened. Just
wow. Is that it?
licked my poop.
Did you kiss her after that?
Did I what?
Did you kiss her?
Did I kiss her? Not right away. I mean, I dated her. I dated this chick. I dated this chick for a little bit.
What's her name? All right.
You know, I think I can tell you. I think
so?
Not, you know, I don't know. If
All right, don't tell me.
You know, I'll tell you this. It was
Write it
one. It
down.
was one of the three. It was one of the three Jamies. But she doesn't live in the state of Georgia anymore.
I don't know.
She doesn't live in the state of Georgia anymore, so I really don't care. To tell you the truth. And if she sues me, then this means that someone else watched my video, so I'll be excited if I
And your
actually
boyfriend knows that he gets butt ate out.
You know what? I actually, honestly, I feel really bad because we split up in a horrible way. Well, the story about me and her is
Stuff happens.
ridiculous, to tell you the truth. So, but,
What about that's pretty crazy sex experience, but do you have any more crazy sex experiences?
do I have any more
Mm-hmm.
crazy sex experiences? Oh, dude, man. This is going to be on Facebook and YouTube later. Let's see. For a while, I was having sex with a lady that owned a chain of
Let's not talk about that.
Dollar Generals. Let's not talk about that, though. I will tell you something, though. I'm looking forward to having...
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it is. I am looking forward to having Chandler Farley on the show, in about 3 weeks.
Really?
Yes. I'm very excited, because I have some shit I just want to, tell the world about Chandler Farley. So...
Like what?
I can tell you one Chandler story. I don't want to ruin him, because there's so
It's
many.
a preview.
This is a preview. Chandler, I'm going to tag you in this, buddy.
God.
He, in high school, okay. In high school, me and him were riding around, and he goes, hey, man, pull behind San Joe's for a minute. Pull behind the parking lot for a minute. And he acts like this never fucking happened to this day. Okay, he goes, pull around, man. I want to show you something. Well, but remember when he was going back, remember when he was going to go in the Navy? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is before he was going to go to the Navy. And I was like, dude, I really want to hang out with you before you leave. Let me take you out. Let's have a smoke, you know.
Did he not go?
He came back, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't want to get in. That's none of my business. I may ask him when he shows up for the show. But we pull behind, and he's like, let me get out. I want to show you something. He pulls his pants down, bro, and takes a cigarette, a burnt cigarette, and just puts it in his butthole and looks back at me and smiles. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And, he just looks at me and smiles, and he's like, I don't even care. He's like, you like that? And I was like, I like it, but what the fuck, man? You burnt a cigarette in your asshole. So then he goes off to the Navy, and I'm guessing that they had to look inside of his butt to see that. They do. They looked inside of your butt? Did they look inside of your butt? What was that like, bro? What was that like? Were you in a line of naked dudes just getting their butt looked at? Or is it just a line of naked dudes and all right, bend over, here it is?
And they put us all in a waiting area for a while. They called us off one by one to do different tests and stuff.
Yeah.
One was going to this one's room, sign a few papers, and she closes the nuts for a second, and then pull your pants down and bend over, and then she goes behind you and
spreads
cough.
Open your butt cheeks
And says cough.
How'd that feel? Was it kind of hot? Was it kind of enabling?
No way, no.
Think about that. What makes me? My dad had that same thing happen. When I think about my dad being told to open up his butt, I think crazy shit just goes to my head automatically when I think of my dad.
Why?
My dad, I grew up with him.
Was that crazy?
No, it wasn't crazy. Just the fact that someone would be like, "Okay, Mr. Fatigue, open up your butt, cough." That's my dad.
What was your dad?
He's a Marine. He retired Master Gunnery Sergeant.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I'm over here talking about my dad opening up his butt on the internet.
That's
Which
really
never,
good.
which
Yeah, right.
happened, but isn't something that my dad. You're not on the camera, bro. Come back in.
I know.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
Is Dad gonna watch this?
You're getting paranoid. No, my dad's not gonna watch this. My dad's not gonna watch this. I promise you. I promise you.
Oh god.
So, what was I gonna say? But the thought of someone being like, open up your butt. That's just, to me, it's like the time that.
What it is.
Let me ask you this, Trent. Do you remember a couple years ago when Coach Foster came and decided he wanted to coach the basketball team, and then he did coach the basketball team quite successfully, I think, for a while, because when we got to the basketball camp, we won our first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was preseason, it was in the summertime, and no one gave a shit about the games. We felt really empowered, so we were having a lot of fun. It was me, Alex Harold, Keaton,
He was a funny
Eric.
coach, wasn't he?
Huh?
He was a funny teacher.
He was a funny teacher. A lot of shit went down in his class, too. I'll get to that later. Josh Mayberry.
We're not there.
What?
Was I there?
Was what there?
Was I there? I was in
In the
there.
class? Yeah, you just sat in the fucking corner with your head down all the time. Against the wall.
Yeah.
You'd walk in and here was the wall and you had your head down all the time. I don't know how you even passed. Anyway, I don't even know how the fuck I didn't even pass. What was I gonna say? What were we talking about? Yeah, dude, alright, check this shit out, man. Tell me if I'm in the wrong for this. This is why I hate my old high school. I'm sorry. But I personally do not like where I graduated from. Okay? So, I think
Where did you graduate from?
Terrell Academy. Yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it. So what? Get me in trouble. Anyway, so, I think it's all about who you know there. But anyway, let me get to this. So I'm at basketball camp, and 2 other high schools were sitting in line, and somehow Keaton Icard, Mr. Everything, is like, hey, what's up to these other guys? Like, hey, what's going on? And through the conversation, I'm kind of listening in and out, you know, talking to Alex Harold, talking to Eric, and one of them goes, well, we have guys in our team that are more perverted than any of your guys. I just heard that. I just heard it, and like, who even starts a conversation out that way? Who even starts a conversation out that way? Why would that even come up in a conversation? But it did. It did come up in conversation.
And you were like,
oh, well, my ears perked up, and I wanted to hear what Keaton said. Well, Keaton said the right thing. He was like, oh, I got someone that can beat all your guys. And they're like, no way, man. Fuck that shit. We'll show you. We'll come by and we'll show you. Fine. Okay, so we're in our room. We have nothing to do for a couple hours. We get a knock on the door. 2 basketball teams. How many guys are on a basketball team? Like 10 to 12, right?
Yeah.
So we have now in our little dormitory room at this basketball camp at this college, about 18 to 24 guys in this room. 2 guys pull down their pants and start sword fighting. Dude, yeah. So we're in a room. Not really. They're flaccid. So now we have 18 screaming 18-year-old boys in a room cheering on these 2 dudes sword fighting. And then this other guy, I'm pretty sure I saw another guy fingering his butt in the corner, either scratching his ass extremely hard or fingering his butt in the corner. And I was like, man, I gotta really outdo these guys. So I take off my clothes and I go into the bathroom and I come back with a Dairy Queen cup and I pooped in it. And I feel really, like, gross saying this. I feel really weird, like, but I'm trying to, like, you know, make my case for why I should have gotten in trouble. I pooped in it. I pooped in the cup in front of, like, 18 to 20 people. I exfoliated into a cup. Well, the thing is, one, they started it, okay? I won. Everyone started, like, running out the door, right? And, you know, everyone on my team was like, I'm like, yeah, dude, you showed those motherfuckers, you shit in that cup, woo! You know, just like going at him, like, yeah, like, hyped up as a stupid motherfucker. Like, hyped up on something, man, testosterone or something, or young, dumb, and full of cum. But I was excited. And so, we get back, well, no, actually, my Coach Foster's like, hey, did you really poop in a cup? And I was like, yeah, I did. And he's like, oh, okay. He didn't give a fuck. And that was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I was like, man, this coach really likes me. You know, I pooped in a cup. And so we get back to the school, and my mom receives an email from Coach Murdoch, which is our principal, with a country accent.
yeah.
You gotta remember, for those of you who are watching this video, in case you're wondering where we're from Albany, Georgia. You want to talk a little about Albany, Georgia?
Dawson.
And Dawson, Georgia, which is a little bit worse than Albany.
It's still how I explain.
People from Dawson and Albany.
Albany, Dawson.
Oh, yeah. Look it up. Google Albany or Dawson, Georgia.
There are people that have heard of where we're from, though.
There are?
Yes, my go-to story that says that he knows that football team is good to come out of good Dawson. And then I had a guy taxi me from the base to LAX.
Yeah.
And the driver was from Albany.
Are you serious?
In California, yep.
Did he give you a discount?
No, he didn't give a discount. But he explained. We talked about like the best restaurants and stuff like that.
In California?
The whole ride, yeah.
In California?
No, in Albany.
There's good restaurants in Albany, like Applebee's. I mean,
I said the best.
What is the best restaurant in Albany in your opinion?
Click that coffee cup right there. Oh,
what happened? What'd I do?
Click on that.
God.
Best restaurant in Albany.
Best restaurant in Albany in your opinion for the people in other states watching.
Probably
this.
Johnny Carino's. It's the closest we'll get to.
Amen. And you know what the shitty part is? If we built like an Olive Garden here, Olive Garden would automatically be the new coolest restaurant in Albany. Yes, it would.
I've never been
Yes,
there.
it would. You've never been to Olive Garden?
I haven't.
Well, see, I like Johnny Carino's more than I like the Olive Garden. But I know for a fact that if we got an Olive Garden, that should be popping here in Albany.
You think so?
Oh, God, I know so, man. I know so. Can I be talking about Olive Garden? I'm not afraid to talk about my school and people I've had sex with and people I've done stuff with, but I am afraid to talk about Olive Garden.
What?
I don't want them being like, hey, you can't talk about us on this show. It's very offensive.
We'll cut it out. We'll cut out the Olive from Garden.
We should also probably cut out the 51 people I've had sex with.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to do that or not.
But, what was I going to say? Okay, so I get this email. My mom gets this email. Miss Katigue, your son recently went on a basketball trip representing the school, and this is a list of things that happened. Very, very, very dramatic and overplayed and so not the fucking truth. Saying I, like, forced everyone to watch me poop in the cup. Okay, these two schools called Terrell Academy and were like, one of your players, shit in a cup in front of our players. Well, motherfucker, your players were playing swords with each other. So why am I in trouble for your players knocking on my door, coming into my dorm room, and slapping their dicks together? If I want to take a shit and walk around naked in my room, I can. Because you were in there should not affect me. So anyway, Coach Murdoch, I had to, cut grass or something like that for a while, and, my mom gave me, the worst scolding ever.
Really?
Yeah, dude. She was
I think
embarrassed
I
as
remember
fuck.
that.
Yeah. No one wants to hear their son's shit in a cup. No one wants to hear that, especially in front of 20 other dudes. But the worst part is for the people that slap their dicks together, if you ever see this video, you're the ones that are fucked up. You're the ones that are weird. Weird shit.
You're weird.
Alright, man. Give me your Twitter account.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. Give it to the
Just
people.
Do It Daniel. That's JUSTDOITDANIEO.
You can follow me on Twitter at JCKatigue. Pretty simple. Thanks for the first show. Hope it wasn't too bad. Hope we made you guys laugh. Can't wait for Trid to come back and join. Share the video. Share it. Oh, and one parting shot to Soldier Boy. Dude, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit for talking about the troops the way you are in that stupid-ass song that I don't even understand. Look, I don't hate rap. I'm not a fan of it. But at the same time, when I hear shit like that, it just puts the rap game down, man. I'm sorry. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Bad reputation.
Yeah. Horrible, dude. Horrible. How do I shut off these cameras now? Peace, guys. I'll see y'all next week.